Live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to At the Close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin, and boy, week is off to a weak start. Um, Almost everything it seems like is down today, right? Almost every sector is down except for one. Every index is down. Every asset class mostly is down. There's some serious pain out there. We'll talk about that. We got a half hour left in the session, so smash that like button or smack it or do whatever. Just push the thumbs up on your screen there. I'd appreciate that. This is At the Close. Here we go. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Mr. Elconin.
What's going on, Spencer with an eye?
Yeah, how's your day going? It's a
Good,
I like
good.
this,
I'm having a good day here. I'm having a good
I like
day.
this comment. I like this comment from Cresimir. Great week for masochists. Yes, great week for masochists or bears in general. So, Joel, bring your chart up on the screen.
Oh, yes, you already
and
asked me to do that.
let's take a look see because we are at the point now where you can pick an index and there's going to be a crazy stat for it. Oh, it's our worst day since X. Oh, we're down the most since Y. You got to go back to 2021. No, got to go back to 2020. No, you got to go back further. There's just so much pain out there, Joel.
We're in the three handle, folks. Haven't been starting out the spoos with the three since last April or last May, but we are down. Yeah, we are down. 127 handles here, 126 handles, 33.93 and a quarter. Never got a look at that pre-market high. That was just a mirage and just been sinking. There have been some 20, 30, 40 point rip your face off rallies here, but now heading into the final 28 minutes of the session, we are leaking and leaking big time. I have a downside target based on the 9-day average trading range at 39.83 and a quarter. If anyone's interested in that, that's about 10 handles from where we're currently trading. Crude, oh boy, oh boy. Triple D has his day in as far as owning these crude stocks. We're talking about it. Crude down 740, 102.37. No safe haven in gold down 29.20, 18.53.60. Silver in the 21 handle down 61 cents, 21.75. Bitcoin, whatever's going on in Bitcoin, it's not good. Down $5,430, 30,495. 1 year to go today, and Mr. Musk was on Saturday Night Live, and I did my famous Tulip Festival tweet. Someone brought that up today, so I retweeted it. Are you supposed to retweet your own tweets? Is that allowed?
You know what, Joel? I'm noticing that I'm seeing it more and more. I don't know when it became like socially acceptable to do that, but I must have missed the memo because I'm seeing it done every single day now. So I guess that's a thing now. Let's start.
Ethereum, I'll just figure out Ethereum down almost 16%, $426.50 at 22.58.
Let's start with energy, Joel. There is, as I was, as I said this earlier on Benzinga Live, or it may have been pre-market prep. I don't know when I said this, but I was surprised, frankly, because I wasn't here the end of last week. I didn't realize that the XLE had made it like basically a new high of the move, and it's getting just totally unwound today, Joel. That's where the pain is. The pain is pretty broad, but the most of it, the worst of it is in energy right now. If you look at some of these oil stocks, Joel, like Apache, which is if you just look at the worst performing stocks in the S&P today, let's see, the top 3 of the top 4 are energy. And then if you go to just look at the top 20, it's like 8 of the top or 9 of the 10, half of the top 20 are energy stocks of the worst performers of the day, like Apache, which is down almost 15%, and Marathon, which is down 14%, and Oxy, which is getting sloshed. So that's where the pain is. I don't know why, but it is.
You know, I can just tell you one thing.
Yep.
When you see red candles like this,
Brutal. What do you got?
Apache, okay, or Exxon Mobil, okay,
Sure.
or a Chevron, okay. You see red candle like that,
Yeah.
that means you're going to see more red candles. Maybe not as big as that, but that's a big, ugly red candle. And
Brutal.
just for an example here, Chevron, boom. This red candle here, where was it 2 days later? Had a little bit of a bounce. So if you're waiting to, if you're waiting to sell these things on pops, then I think you got a little bit longer to go. I wonder if Warren's been selling. I have to give Warren a call, see if he's been selling any Oxy. That came back, made a new all-time high on Friday. Now the retracement's a little bit less valid, but it's crude. I mean, crude's your culprit. Crude's down $7.48 at 102.29.
Yeah.
The economy slowing
You're right.
down.
You're right. You're right.
Are people going to be spending money driving? No, that's not what the market's saying. So bad days, but see what kind of bounce. I mean, $7.50. You're
Sure.
giving back a lot of gains there in accidental petroleum.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I said I don't know why. I mean, I should have just looked up a little bit and looked at mine or your crude charts and seen. I mean, yeah, it makes total sense with crude down 6.8% that oil stocks are going to go with it. Although you do see them decouple sometimes because of the way the futures works, but not today. That's where the pain is. Although on the other side, Joel, there is a one clear shining light today, and that is consumer staples. If you look at the XLP, which is your consumer staples ETF, it's the only ETF of the 11 sectors that is green on the day. You can thank stocks like I mean all of them. It seems like
Oh,
all of
look at this. Well, before you move on with
them. Yeah.
this XLP here, holy
Yeah.
mackerel! I don't know if anybody trades this thing. But look at this. Look at the quad top formation here. Keep your eye on 72. Ooh, that the bad news is we backed off 60 cents from there. So, and also those are not the stocks you want to see leading. Those safety stocks are not. But if you traded that thing 72.50, I mean, until it takes that, we got serious chance of rolling over, testing that low from last Monday at 70 here in the XLP or XL. Oh no, wait, I'm
Yeah,
looking at
XLP. No,
XLU.
yeah,
I could put the utilities
oh,
up
you got
there.
the
I
U
got
up
the
there?
wrong.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah. So,
Let's get the P going.
anyways, it's still a great number, but it's in the XLU 72.50. Keep an eye on that one.
What
XLP.
about the P? What about the P? Yeah.
I don't have a set up here on that one. Nothing like the XLU. But you want to drill down on some of those
Yeah, I
components?
do. I mean, Newell Brands, NWL, is your top gainer of the day, at least in the S&P. It is no surprise that's in the defensive sector. This is
What
the
about
best day.
Tupperware? Did Tupperware rebound?
Oh, good
No.
question. Good
No.
question. When is the last time though that NWL had a day as good as today? Oh, actually, it's an easy one. You can go look at 3 months ago.
Wow.
3 months ago, almost to the day. So,
Once again, these are not stocks you want to see in your filters leading the market.
although you say that, I would rather see this than what you got on Thursday, right? Which was there was nowhere to go. There was nowhere to hide. There was nowhere to hide. There was everything was down. At least today, you have a clear rotation. Their money is flowing somewhere. It's flowing into a sector. It's flowing into an asset. At least you have some green as opposed to just no green. I'd rather have some green than no green. What else jumps out today? Newell Brands. Campbell's Soup is having itself a good day. Coke. Well, that's yeah. Well, Coke.
Look at Campbell's Soup roaring.
Yeah.
Holy macro, because
Yeah.
that's all we're gonna be able to afford is Campbell's Soup. Boy, 47 to 52. Do I got anything in here for you Campbell's Soup traders? 52.23. That was your high back in March of 21. You got the 51.94 today. So let's see. I mean, wow, it's a big rally. I don't want to call topping it, but would like to see it get back in the 52 handle, close over 52, take out that 52.24.
How about Tyson? Because that one actually had news. It earnings this morning, and I guess they're fine. It's so quiet though. It's only up 1.8% compared to some of its peers. That's almost an underperformer. That is an underperformer. Not really.
Wow, they gave you a
I'm
look at
exaggerating.
92 on that thing. Not
Yes.
92, but 92. Three lows in a row within 8 cents, 90.07, 90.15. They shook that tree. Oh, those 90 buyers went to 89.86, and now a strong move up. So even though there was good news, got a chance to pick it up at or near the previous day's low. I like that. It's a good day hanging out near the high of the session. Let's see if it has the legs to have a 2 day rally. Minor resistance 94.71. And then when you get closer to 96, I think that's where you see your major resistance coming in.
All right. So you know what else is especially weak in addition to energy is every other stock company that requires fuel. Joel, like look at Norwegian today, NCLH getting roasted down 11, almost 12%. Now I
Wow.
know that's only $2, but again, 12% in one day, nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, look at CCL. Holy mackerel. They are,
I know.
yeah, but fuel prices are going down today. That should be good.
I
But
don't understand it.
no, that,
I'm
oh,
just glad that I never remember 2 weeks ago I wanted to buy a cruise stock. I never did. I'm glad I didn't do that.
oh man, look at this. You American back down, coming back into support from mid-April. What about Delta? Delta, wow. These things had the earnings pop, and then they were just faded. They got some follow through too, but I mean that was a problem. That's been the problem with this earnings season is that the good reports, yeah, they've gone up a little bit, but eventually been sold. I'll tell you what stock has me most concerned today for overall market
What do
implications.
you got? What do you got?
Microsoft. You lost a huge level today. And it sure doesn't look like it's going back there. 270, 269.60 was your low in July of 2021. That built a foundation for a new rally up to nearly 350. You came down 3 months in a row, bounced off 270. And now you lose it today. Now it's $6 away. I'll tell you, the next monthly low in Microsoft, I don't want to scare anybody here, comes in at 243. So longer that this thing takes to get over 270, man, oh man. And no, Lloyd, I don't think this is a washout yet. No,
I was
not at
also
all.
I was also going to say that as well. It doesn't feel like capitulation, and I can't tell you why I think that. I just like doesn't it doesn't feel like enough is enough, right? Like I gotta say you would have to think that there's more here. It's just
I don't, I'm just not in for these days where like, oh, we got all the sellers out. I just don't subscribe to that theory
yeah.
because
I hear you. I hear you.
there's there's always there's always sellers. I mean, it
Uh,
seems like even
However, Joel, I will say, like, for example, like the price action in Bitcoin today is way more indicative. I would say of like a washed out because that's violent. That's nasty, right? Bitcoin being down 15% today. That's nasty. There was no, the broad market is down. Like the SPY is down 3%. Sure, that's bad, but big freaking whoop, 3%, right? That's not
yeah.
15%, right? Like, so I don't know. I think in stocks we have more pain. It is just I don't know when the first time Dennis used the death by a thousand cuts analogy. I think it was definitely like a year ago. I just don't remember when exactly. Maybe I'll go try to find it. But that's what it's been, Joel. It's been he freaking nailed it. Death by 1,000 cuts. It's every day. Is this the bottom? No. Is this the bottom? No. It's just like it never ends.
No, we hit 87.75 and trying to bounce, trying to get back in that 3,400 handle. But no, I mean it. And last week, I don't know what day it was that that we lost the leadership. And we talk about these
Mm.
big stocks, right? And your Apple. I mean, they had the crazy day before the report, right? They sold it off, and then I just talked about Microsoft, Google, um, just been straight down. This is his last earnings report and stock split. And then Amazon, you saw what they did off that report heading to
Mhm.
2000. Tesla headed to 720, and well, what's
720?
well, it's at
Oh
least.
shoot! I did not realize it was below 8.
Well, there's a
Wow.
double bottom at 756, and then I don't know why I said 720. Maybe you got the 20s on my mind. Double bottom at 756, and then this low is 700. So, boy, oh boy, they're coming after Tesla. If I, I, I kind of feel bad because Elon's avoided Wall Street and everything, and he basically he kind of he went to them to do the deal. He put up his stock. They had a free look at the short side. I don't know. I don't know. I
Gosh,
just wish he wouldn't have. I just wish he wouldn't have done that. What's
Joel,
Twitter doing today?
Joel.
Twitter's down a
What
couple bucks.
Twitter got hit because Hindenburg came out negative. They think Elon has all the leverage, and he could, if he wanted to, just lower the price, and that'd be that. So
Or just like walk away, and spend the
or that. No,
yeah.
no, I don't think he's. Well, I think actually, if anything, he is setting up to close the deal because he's lining up a lot of extra funding because he doesn't want
Hmm.
to fund the whole thing himself. Obviously, but I just want to say that, Joe, that we are my signals tool in Pro is blowing up right now with stocks making new lows of the day. Stocks like Nvidia, new lows of the day. Unity, you just mentioned Tesla, all these Microsoft, all these stocks making new lows of the day here. With
Yeah, Spoos just hit my target there, 83 and a quarter. Uh sure doesn't feel like that's going to be the low. We're at 84. So based on the 9-day average trading range, we've fulfilled that. That's the exact low right now, 83 and a quarter.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's just ugly out there. I mean that's how it's been more often than not. It seems like these past few days. And Joel, I was thinking about what I said because the last time I was on with you was Wednesday afternoon, and remember we were watching the market just rip off of the Fed press conference, and we were like, are the gains going to hold? And what did we say? Well, in a bull market, yeah, gains like that they tend to hold, right? In a bear market, gains like that they don't hold. And with the very next day, they gave it all back and more, actually.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
that
just
was.
that's the kind of environment that we're in right now. We're definitely going to get some wicked pops here to the upside in some stocks and pockets of the market, whatever. But they're not going to hold until something changes. I don't know what that something is. Is it the end of the war? Is it
CPI data.
is it a dovish pivot? Is it CPI coming in way below estimates? Is it? I don't know what that something is, but something has to change for us for the market to change its path. Because frankly, there's no reason to think that things are slowing down on the downside anytime soon, unless we get.
Slide it into the 39.70 handle. 11 minutes remaining here. We do have that CPI number coming out on Wednesday. We just ticked 79 and a quarter. Don't know what the imbalances are. Maybe the
To sell.
sell, yeah,
So,
sell
I
side.
and the last thing I'll add, and we talk about this all the time, is obviously if you're a young person like me, and if you're investing for decades out, then this is what you want. You do want this kind of price action. It is better for you in the long term to pay lower prices today. But of course, for the short term and for the intermediate term, this is highly concerning stuff right here. And
I say capitulation to me would be like, after a day like this, we open like another like 1,000 points lower.
that would be a
That would
that
be
would be a,
that's what capitulation looked like to me.
yeah. I'm with
Overnight people are stuck and then they just jam it in their throat and then
yeah
boom, they hold the
yeah
prima. Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Joel,
So
I will say, I'm not quite like the overnight futures fiend as you are, but we've gotten to the point now where when I wake up, the first thing that I look at is what the
you
overnight.
wait to wake up, man. Oh man,
I know that's what I said. You and I are on different wavelengths. I at least will wait to wake up. You will wake up at like God knows when to, to check the market. I will at least sleep until 5:30 in the
No,
morning.
I can't. I can't.
I
It's
know,
like like I'm tuned to it. Like
I know,
I wake up and then you want to check the 4 a.m. open
I
because
know.
when that stock comes in, though, that's when the stocks have to readjust. But no, we 39.73 and a quarter here, or actually 71.50 low, and hard to catch a bounce here. Just unabashed selling here, down 147 handles, not well into the three handle, but we're definitely 30 handles below that psychological. Who thought 4,000 would be resistance?
Yeah.
Now it is. Who knows what can happen overnight? But 39.71 low, and we talked about. I'll just bring up the cash chart here
Yep.
because of the rolling futures, and I just your net on your cash here, 37.23. That was your low back in March of 21, and then also this old scary retracement tool, which you got to break it out every once in a while, right, to get an idea of things in perspective here. Off that low, that comes in at 3,500. So yeah, who knows? We'll zig and we'll zag till then. But given just like I said, you lost a lot of our leadership, and that's what happens. Forget about all these other stocks that are. I don't even know what's Kathy doing today. Is Kathy? Oh, she must be
You
getting
don't want to know. Maybe you do. I don't know if you're a masochist like that person.
$40. That was a low. 39.41. That was your low back in April of 2020, coming off COVID, and your low here 40.76. What did I say this low was? 39.41. So hoping Kathy can catch a bid at 40.
Yeah. Good question from Alert Cautious. I like that name. Any good earnings tonight to distract you? Yes, there actually are. We are still we're still in the thick of earnings season. We're definitely coming to the end of it, but we are still probably this week and next week we're going to have a pretty good amount of earnings. So if you're looking for tonight, you've got
Sure.
AMC here. I'll make this bigger. AMC, which we will be streaming here on our YouTube channel. They're called at 5 p.m. You've got Blink Charging, Lemonade, and I'm going for the names that you all know. Ring Central. By the way, Joel, you know what? I'm the only person in the Benzinga office that still has a landline. I'm the only one.
Really?
Nobody else at Benzinga has a desk phone. Just me. Anyway, I mentioned that because we use Ring Central for our phone system. So where there was once 40 lines or 40 or 50 lines, there is now one. um,
What do
what
they
else?
do? They just what do they
Yeah,
use it?
they use Zoom, they use Slack, they use their cell phones, they or Google Hangouts. They just don't use phones. Um,
Cutting
uh,
expenses.
yeah, right. XPO Logistics reports tonight. GoodRx, Upstart's probably going to get shellacked, I would presume. Who else dumps out to me tonight? Simon Property Group. I don't know if I'd want to be along mall real estate right now. 3D Systems, Triple D reports tonight. Smile Direct Club. How low is that stock these days? Probably around $5. I
Five
guess.
bucks?
I don't know. I'm
Buck
just guessing.
50.
sorry, excuse me, $1.50. I stand corrected.
Holy mackerel.
That's it for tonight. Tomorrow morning we also have a number of big names as well. We got tomorrow morning. We got like Peloton's tomorrow morning and Chronos and
No,
Hyatt,
look at
Planet
Peloton. Was that
Fitness.
$10? Nope, $15.
Uh,
Whoo!
I will just say I hung out with 2 different friends this weekend who had Pelotons, Joel, and who use them. So
Yeah, it's been harder and harder for me to use them, but got a little rally going, 15 points off the low, so shrugging off those selling balances for now, and a little bit of a spirited rally. But we got what 5 minutes to go, so we
I know.
want to take a look at some individual issues.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's look at. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat now. I don't want to look at the same old, guys. Sorry, we look at PayPal all the darn time. I can't do PayPal anymore. We get asked about PayPal every single day. No more PayPal,
Let's look
please.
at
No more
PayPal.
PayPal. I can't.
New low of the move, kind of holding up okay today, considering in the market has gotten killed. It's 8207. It's below that. Boom. 70. I see 2 monthly low. Let's call it 3 monthly lows. Let's call 75 and a half. I mean, if you're buying here, I think that's where your risk is. How low did you get today? 78.85. So 75 and a half is your net. That's 3 monthly lows in that area. So that's not looking bad. What else? Go ahead, rip them off, Spencer. I'll try and do
All
a
right.
little.
What about insurance, like Prudential, PRU?
Get a piece of the rock.
Which is not a stock that really moves a whole lot. If you just look at the last, like, I don't know, 17 years, it's moved it's gone from like 100. Well, I guess it had no. If you look post financial crisis, this thing has gone from like, I don't know, what, 60 to 130, and that's it, and stayed in that
Or
range.
40.
Yeah.
This is people have been we're hiding out in these, and just kind of bloom came off the flower, and not getting a great. I mean, 102. I don't know. This is a tough one. I wish I could. If you're leaning, if you're taking a long here, then you're banking on this 102 holding. That's and I guess you're low here. Kind of coincides 104.72. 104.20, you're getting a little bit of a bounce. So that's what I'm looking for in Prudential.
What else? Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. You want to do like a Cigna CI, which is the same idea. It's still
Okay,
insurance.
CI. Let's get a look at
Yeah.
CI Cigna.
I don't know. Some of these stickers I don't even know.
Ooh, I mean, to me, this looks like it's having a good day. Well, it's not near the lows. No, it's coming lows for the session. Boy, I think you got some room down to 255 in this one. If in fact you lose today's low, 59.72, your next daily low, 255. I don't like the way last time it got up to 270 and failed. It had a real bad 3 days. Here, you've had a couple good days. This is the first day of potentially 2 bad days, 2 more on this one, and then it continued lower. So caution under the current low of 59.72.
All right. That is going to be it. We are here with 30 seconds left into the session as we just continue to hang out near the lows in the major indexes. And the XLP just went red. So that's fitting on a day like today where the whole market, it seems like, is down. Now every sector is actually in the red with the XLP down a nickel. So that is going to do it. Do we get a turnaround Tuesday? Question mark, TBD. But days like today are days where you want to just go outside. So that's what I'm
Yeah, it's
going.
nice here. Nice here in the Motor City. All
That's
right,
what
everyone.
I'm gonna do. Everyone have
Little pop into the close here. Looks like 88 your last print. So everyone, have a good night.
all right. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Smash that like button, please, and thank you. And Maybe get outside if it's nice. I don't know. Have a good one, everyone. They can't all be good days. What can I say?